Oh, you can't say that. Actually, would I rather get sued or would I rather have gonorrhea? So welcome back to Standing in Mind. My name's Sanchit and I'm a psychiatry trainee. And I'm Varun and I'm a radiology trainee. I forgot what we're doing. Anyway, do you remember what we're doing? House. There's people asking for it. There's quite a few people in the comments. We've done a few reaction videos lately. Yeah. And after each one, someone has always commented, can you do house? We'll give the people what they want. My role model, the reason I went into medicine, Dr. House. Oh, mine's always gonna be JD.
Deep breath.
It's cold.
Has he been using his inhaler?
Not in the past few days. He's only 10. I worry about children taking such strong medicine so frequently.
It's one that I used to work with used to say, you wouldn't go to surgery not expecting to have surgery. Yeah. Like that, it may or may not happen, but you'd have that in the back of your mind, this may happen. So why would you go to a doctor and not kind of have it at least in the back of your mind that medications might be needed? Yeah.
Her whole face just got swollen like this overnight.
No fever. Glands normal. Missing her vaccination dates.
We're not vaccinating.
Look at House's face right now. That's how I feel as well. Yeah. Why would you not vaccinate your kids, man? Especially vaccines that have been used for so long and there's so much evidence that they do good. Yeah. I feel like it's a bigger thing in America. I've not met anyone in this country who hasn't vaccinated their kids. Yeah. Like I never knew anyone growing up who didn't get vaccinated. I don't know anyone right now who hasn't vaccinated their kids. So.
Gribbit.
Think they don't work?
I think some multinational pharmaceutical company wants me to think they work. Pad their bottom line.
May I?
Sure.
Ribbit. 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 All natural, no dyes is a good business. All natural children's toys. Toy companies, they don't arbitrarily mark up their frogs. They don't lie about how much they spend on research and development. The worst that a toy company could be accused of is making a really boring frog. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. You know another really good business? Teeny tiny baby coffins.
Oh, you can't say that. Oh my God. That's a straight complaint to Pals there. Pals? Never mind that. It's part of GMC, mate. GMC getting involved in that straight away. You can imagine reading out the GMC register, can't you? Doctor told mother who was anti-vaccine, baby coffins is a good business idea.
I was playing golf and my cleats got stuck. I mean, it hurt a little, but I kept playing. The next morning I could barely stand up. Well, you're smiling, so I take it that means this isn't serious. What's that? What are you doing?
Painkillers.
Can you imagine if a patient came in and was like, oh, so doctor, this is my problem. And first, you just started smiling. And then second, you just started popping pills? Yeah, you can only get away with that if you're House.
For your leg.
No, because they're yummy. You want one? Make your back feel better. Unfortunately, you have a deeper problem.
Has he just given a patient one of his pills? He's been like, here's some codeine. Isn't it just taken?
Your wife is having an affair.
What?
You're orange, you moron. It's one thing for you not to notice, but if your wife hasn't picked up on the fact that her husband has changed colors, she's just not paying attention. By the way, do you consume just a
Has he got hemochromatosis? Am I a genius?
amount of carrots and megadose vitamins? Carrots turn you yellow, then niacin turns you red. Find some figure paint and do the math. You can get a good lawyer.
What a way to find out that your wife's cheating on you. Yeah. You go to the GP because your back hurts and he's like, your wife's cheating on you. Because here's some pills. Here's some pills. I'm going. What's that? The guy said that. What? I don't think it's still past that I'll scale, I'll be honest. Depends what uni you go to. Newcastle, maybe. I remember in one of the years, the patient who they chose for the OSCE just didn't like women. I think it's a female patient as well. And one of the criteria they used to decide if you passed the station was to get patient feedback. So all the girls failed? What's this about? So in 5th year, you have one long station where you take a longer history, some sort of chronic disease. So my patient was to do with like chronic back pain. So I'm taking this exam. Man fell asleep mid assessment. And I turned to the examiner like, what is this? Is this a joke? Don't pick a patient that can't even stay awake. Did you pass? Yeah.
It's infected with a really big hole, like you stuck a nail in it to relieve the pressure. I wouldn't do that. Although the wound is irregular.
The way he said it. I wouldn't do that. You know, I've had a patient who tried to operate on himself. Oh, mad. What did he try and do? This was a long time ago, and without going into too much detail, he had a swollen part of the body, which was an abscess, and he clocked it was an abscess. And he said, oh, I knew if I go to A&E, I'll have to wait there for like 12 hours, and then somebody will come and see me, and I won't be operated till the next day, which he's not not wrong really, so he just decided to do it himself. He bought a sewing kit and a knife and sterilised it all by heating them.
Oh, fair.
And then
Good
tried
man.
doing it and then realised it's super painful and then thought, crap, what do I do now? Came to A&E with like a half operated, I say operated very loosely there, don't operate on yourself, it's not a movie. It does not end well.
It's not cylindrical, shaped like a triangle, so not a nail. Steak knife? Wife's nail file. Nail file. Yeah, well, pain will make you do stupid things. Something to take the edge off? Yeah.
He really likes offering out his pain meds, doesn't he?
Loves it,
yeah. You want some? Here you go, mate. You want some? You fancy some? Yeah. Handing them out like Smarties.
Cheers. So, you have family here in Princeton? No. You're on work? No. Why are you... Does your penis hurt? No. What?
You can kind of see where this is going.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be an STI.
Yeah.
I've had to ask a few people. Most of the time, they don't really care.
Yeah.
And if anything, sometimes they overshare. But sometimes they get really funny with you. Even when you explain, look, I'm only asking this because I need to work out what's going on and it might be something else. But you can tell they've been doing something they shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
Most people don't get defensive like that. But some people are like, why are you asking me? None of your business.
What do you
is it? Do I look like that type of person to do that? Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just asking a very open-minded question here.
Just say no.
Yeah,
It's
you
alright.
can just- They usually come around when you kind of like nice about it.
Yeah.
Right? No. Just thought I'd toss you a really inappropriate question. Your lawyer's gonna love it. Why would I want to sue you? I want you to treat me. You're from Maplewood, New Jersey, right? Yeah. Now, why would you drive 70 miles to get treatment for a condition that a 9-year-old could diagnose? It's the free-flowing pus that's the tip-off. I was in town. Not for family, not for work. You drove 70 miles to a walk-in clinic. You passed 2 hospitals on the road. Now, either you've got a problem with those hospitals or they have a problem with you. My guess is you've sued half the doctors in Maplewood, and the rest are now refusing to help you. It's ironic, isn't it? Sort of like the boy who sued Wolf. You know, I bet we have a doctor here named Wolf. How perfect would that be?
You can't do that in this country, can you? Even if you've been sued by somebody before, if they want to come and see you again.
No, people can be banned from A&E.
Can they?
Yeah. If a patient goes into A&E and like assaults someone,
Okay.
they can be banned from that A&E.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you
But
can't be banned.
surely if they come in critical.
Yeah, as in if it's like life or death, if it's an emergency,
Oh.
they can be brought there. But if they come, they will not be treated.
You mean the actual reason you should be using accident and emergency?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna page him. Okay, you know what, thank you. I'm gonna find a doctor to take care of this. I didn't say I wouldn't treat you. We'll drain your knee, run some lab work, fix you right up. Why would you do that? I'm a people person. Dr. House? Hey, Mr. Funston. I was wondering when you'd be back. Got some papers for me? You've caused me considerable mental distress. Certainly hope so. What, too cheap to get your lawyer to serve it for you? Is it just more fun this way? I'm obviously prepared to consider a settlement. You have gonorrhea.
That's one way of dealing with it. You get sued, you have gonorrhea,
You're still being sued though at the end of the day.
but you have gonorrhea.
It's not a good trade-off, but
No, it's not. Actually, would I rather get sued or would I rather have gonorrhea? I'd rather have gonorrhea.
How you doing? Okay. Great. I'm doing good too. You had to knock off an hour early today. Know why? Because I kissed my boss's ass. Did you ever do that? I think she just said yes because she wants to reinforce that behavior. Wants me to kiss a lot of other people's ass, like she wants me to kiss yours. What would you want? A doctor who holds your hand while you die, or a doctor who ignores you while you get better? I guess it would particularly suck to have a doctor who ignores you while you die.
I got asked something similar in my interview.
Oh,
for
really?
Medical school.
oh wow.
They said, if you had to go and see a doctor, would you rather see a doctor who was very good at communication skills, but wasn't very good clinically? Or would you rather see a doctor who was amazing clinically and who had crap communication skills?
What did you say?
Obviously chose the second one.
Fair.
If you know me, I'm always going to choose the second one.
But
It
like,
just-
what did you say?
Oh,
'Cause you
so-
can't just be like, yeah, that's one done.
Well, obviously, mate. Second one. Move on. Next question. I think I said, ultimately, the reason you go to a doctor with a physical health problem is you want to get better.
Yeah.
So if I'm going with a physical health problem, I just want somebody who knows what they're doing, will tell me what to do, and I don't really care if they're my friend or not. But then I obviously caveated it with, if it's a mental health problem, sometimes you just need somebody to listen to you.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
I was like Newcastle.
Yeah, obviously got a place.
You asked that question. You got your answer.
Here
right
you go. Maybe say it a bit more eloquently than I did.
I should go. You think it's going to come out on its own? Are we talking bigger than a bread basket? Because actually it will come out on its own. Which for small stuff is no problem. Gets wrapped up in a nice soft package and plop. Big stuff, you're going to rip something. Which, speaking medically, is when the fun stops. How did you... You've been here half an hour, you haven't sat down. That tells me his location.
Yeah, it's quite common actually.
I see a lot in A&E. Oops, I fell.
It's always the same story as well. If you're just playing the odds, sometimes that must be true. And I feel really sorry for
Really
that.
though? Like, how many people just walking around naked falling on things?
If you see 100 people who have something stuck up their ass,
Yeah.
one of them must have fallen on it.
1%? You think that many? I think like 1 in like 1,000.
But still,
if that.
if genuinely you had fallen on it, I feel really sorry for
No
them.
one will ever believe.
No
you.
one will ever believe you.
Yeah.
You haven't told me what it is. That tells me it's humiliating. I have a little birdie carved under your arm. It tells me you have a high tolerance for humiliation, so I figure it's not hemorrhoids.
Has he just rinsed that patient for his tattoo?
Like, that's a really crap tattoo. So you're used to being embarrassed in your day-to-day life.
I've been a doctor 20 years. You're not going to surprise me.
It's an MP3 player.
Do you remember the old school MP3 players as well? The ones
Massive
that
ones.
were like big circles and you used to put a disc in it?
Yeah. I don't think they're MP3 players, mate.
What
I think
are
they're
they?
CD players.
Oh, is that a CD player? Oh, my
It's a
bad.
CD player.
Is an MP3 player like the old iPod?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
You just stand away from next to somebody, you just hear music. Where's that music coming from?
It's just standing next to you. It'd be at ear height as well. You'd hear it perfectly.
Is it because of the size or the shape? Or is it the pounding bass line?
That's quite a good joke.
He's just getting more information, you see. He's taking a good history. Why exactly did you put it up your bum?
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna wait.
For what?
Lately, I've been feeling sick a lot. Maybe I'm overtraining. I'm doing the marathon, like 10 miles a day, but I can't seem to lose any weight.
Lift up your arms. You have a parasite.
Just lift up your arms. You've got a parasite?
Oh,
How has he diagnosed that?
Genius.
Like a tapeworm or something?
Lie back and lift up your sweater.
Where's your chaperone, mate? I would never do that, you know. Especially as a male Asian doctor.
Hell no. Always have a chaperone.
No.
Anyone will do. Just someone.
You can put your arms down.
Can you do anything about it?
Only for about a month or so. After that, it becomes illegal to remove, except in a couple of states.
Illegal?
But don't worry. Many women learn to embrace this parasite. They name it, dress it up in tiny clothes, arrange playdates with other parasites.
So confused. She's like, what is he talking about?
Imagine that's how you find out you're pregnant and your doctor describes it as a parasite.
I still don't know how he diagnosed it from her doing this.
And also, what kind of doctor is he? He's been seeing kids.
It's an infectious disease, right? That's
He's doing a sonographic scan now as well. So he's obviously a sonographer
Man
as well.
can do everything.
Yeah, he's like the ultimate doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't operate though. I've never seen him operate. Because he gets his minion chased to do all the operating.
True, yeah.
Guys,
That's impossible.
well, I assume you weren't getting your period. Maybe that should have given you an inkling.
But I'm on this birth control implant.
Yeah, I know. I saw the scar on your arm.
And my doctor said I might not get any periods at all if it was working.
Interestingly enough, you also don't get any periods if it isn't working, which is why you were supposed to get regular pregnancy tests. I'm going to send a nurse in here to schedule your prenatal care. You're doing about 5 months, so start planning the shower.
4 months pregnant, she's only just found out.
You always hear these stories, don't you, of people who don't know they're pregnant.
Yeah, and then they just give birth.
And then they give birth thinking they're having a really big crap.
Yeah.
Just imagine you think you've got gastroenteritis
Yeah.
and like you've got a bad tummy, you go, oh, I just need to go to the toilet. And then
You have a kid. You have a child.
baby. It's just a changed mindset. I need a poo. I've got a baby.
Doctor, please. Me and my husband wanted to have a kid soon. But oh God. Like 4 months ago, we had this really big fight. He moved out. I did something stupid.
One night stand?
Ex-boyfriend.
Well, I'll schedule you a paternity test, too.
I can't let my husband know.
Does the old boyfriend look like your husband?
Yeah.
Then just have the kid. You'll never know.
That is not ethical. For all you medical students out there, do not write down your SJT.
It's quite funny though. Imagine just saying to a patient, yeah, listen, between me and you, they'll just say it'll be fine. It's fine.
But again, SJT, any medical student, that is not ethical. Do not do that. This is why they come here, for this knowledge.
For this knowledge, yeah.
Dr. House, this is my husband, Charlie.
Who told you where my office was?
Joe, come on. He obviously doesn't want us bothering him.
Oh, I was trying to hide it.
Look, doctor, this is about the mono that you said you thought I had.
The mono?
Yeah, shouldn't Charlie be tested? You know, the test. The blood test.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I I sometimes forget patients. I thought you were this idiot who doesn't know how to use birth control.
Shots fired. So good.
Can't have mono. I don't even feel sick or anything.
That's very often the first sign. Call my office in the morning. We'll schedule in for blood tests.
Thank you.
Your husband is definitely the source of your mono.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank God.
I don't think you can test people's DNA without them knowing. Also, yeah, this is like super unethical. Like, it was unethical at the beginning when he was like, just don't tell him. And now it's gone to he's done a paternity test on his unborn child to check if he's the father without telling him. And he thinks he's been tested for mono. This does not happen. This will get you struck off. Like, straight up. This is it. That's done. You're never practicing again. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there are any other videos that you want us to react to, drop in the comment box down below. As usual, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel if you like the content. We will see you guys same place, same time, STM Sundays. See you later.